Hey, what's up? I just want to let you in on a little secret today. This might be shocking to some of you. Some of you may be well aware of some of it, and some of you may be aware of all of it, and some of you may be aware of none of it. But by the end, you will be aware of it. And I want you to just think about yourself while you're listening. But as we get started, I want to ask you a question. What does these names have in common? Aretha Franklin, who's the Queen of Soul. Reefa. Jimi Hendrix. Howard Hughes. Bob Marley. Prince. Abraham Lincoln. Amy Winehouse. Princess Diana. Chadwick Boseman. Robin Williams. Betty White. You're right. All celebrity status. All celebrity status. All are no longer with us in this realm of life. They've gone over to the other side. But that's not where I'm going with this. What they really have in common is that all of these have made the news in some form or fashion about their estate. Meaning that they didn't have a will, or they had a will, or it wasn't right, or whatever the case might be. I want to dispel all of that stinking thinking right now and put you on track. Okay? When you die and you don't have a will, then your case is considered and what they call an intestacy case. An intestacy case just simply means to die without a will. You didn't have a will. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily that the things that you're going to give or that you wish to leave to your loved ones, that doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to get it. It simply means that they just have to jump through a lot of hoops to get it. So whenever you leave someone a legacy, a legacy is also a gift. And if you leave me a gift and I have to work very hard and be punished to get it, is that really a gift? Or is that something that I had the opportunity to earn and I actually earned it? And sometimes when people go through this probate court is what all wills go through a probate court. Well, that you got one, if you got a will, it still has to go through probate court because probate court is what determines the authenticity, whether it's a legitimate will or not. But I just want to just talk about a couple of these people real quick. All of these people, Aretha through Chadwick Boseman, no will. They didn't have a will. Now, Aretha did have two wills, but the problem is she had two wills, which put it in probate. The second thing is that the will was not witnessed and was not properly, hadn't gone through the proper legal channels, so it really wasn't a will. So, which led the court system in the state of Michigan probate court, they caused the family to have to go through a lot of turmoil just to get the money. And to this day, all I know of is that one of those actually paid off. Now, the story goes that Aretha has two children. I haven't fact checked any of this. This is what was told to me. Aretha has left behind two children, two boys, and one of the boys is a special needs child. And being special needs, if this is true, then how can this special needs child go out and provide for himself adequately? So therefore, he was depending on this money from his mother, which the family had to go through hoops just to get some of it. And we talk about the tune of $87 million here. We talking about people like Prince. These are not small time name people. These are big time people. Big name, big money people. Even Abraham Lincoln. And they didn't have a will. And so therefore they had an intestacy case and ended up in probate court. Public knowledge. I can Google all that stuff and learn all this stuff that Aretha didn't want me to know. All of these things that Prince's family right now, I don't know if it's finalized or not, but I know for certain it was all over the news that it was a point in time when Prince's family was going through hell and high water just to gain the assets that they should have gotten, all because he didn't have that stuff done. He didn't have a will. He didn't have a trust in place. It would have been easy peasy Briscoe. Let me tell you real quick. When my mom, both of my parents are deceased, and when they passed away, they made sure that stuff was done. And I have multiple sisters and brothers. And so, therefore, what if we would have been fighting over who gets the house? Who got my mama's hat collection? Who got her jewelry? Who got my father's suits and his guitar and all those kinds of things? If they didn't have that stuff already set up in a trust, then trust me, that would have been wreaked havoc for all of us. And me and all of my siblings are all A personalities, which means we are all alpha people. And so we would have been bumping heads, and our parents knew that. And I'm thankful that they fixed that so that we didn't have to go through that. But Robin Williams, actor and comedian, Betty White, they had their shift in order. They had a trust in order. Everything happened the way it was supposed to. And I just put those names in just to show you. Princess Diana. Princess Diana had 2 or 3 wills. And she wanted to give some stuff to the butler, give some stuff to other people. And it was a whole big mess on that. So what happened on the back end? I don't know. I didn't do the research. All I'm saying is, what in the world are you doing being a millionaire or billionaire or trillionaire and not having a will, not having a trust in place to take care of your family when you're gone? It just doesn't make sense. But I want to just share something real quick, and it's from that I'm looking at online right now. It's according to an article that was published in 2022 by caring.com, which is an online advising service for seniors and caregivers. They state, and I'm quoting them, nearly 70% of Americans do not have a will or living trust in place, and 16% believe that establishing a will by the age of 45 is necessary. I think they meant unnecessary. Is perhaps, I think that was a typo. So it's perhaps, it perhaps is not surprising that the actor Chadwick Boseman, star of Marvel's Black Panther, had not established a will before he died of colon cancer in the summer of 2020 at age 43 years old. A lot of times we see ourselves as young, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. But then you have a diagnosis coming up. And especially today with the things that are happening in our food. And people are dying today like crazy. They're dying from food complications. They're dying from eating out at fast food restaurants and well-known establishments. They're dying from medication. And it's not just always something that somebody killed you in an accident. It could be something that just came up, a sickness that just goes through your family. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you need a trust, you need a will, you need that advance directive, you need power of attorneys, people that can speak on your behalf. You need to get that. I cannot emphasize that enough. You need. Because now, think about it. If you pass away, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect most people that are watching or that are listening to this. But if you really love the people that you say you love and you care as much as you care, there's an old saying that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So show the people that you love them and make sure that these things are in place, because this is serious business. Click the link down below. I'll be happy to help you get started. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. You can go on my website. You can schedule an appointment with me or one of my teammates, and we'll be happy to go through this with you. Because you know what? 1 ounce of prevention outweighs a pound of cure any day.